Today on the channel, we get Toonie with Latoonie with a double dose of the LJN-inspired Demolition Axe figure.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Demolition unboxing. Seemingly to be a theme here on the channel the next couple of months, as we've already unboxed quite a few Demolition figures. Now we got two more here today, and this time via Latoonie. But for all your Latoonie figures, Latoonie, I guess, but for everything else under the sun, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal over there at Jay's, and we're going to dive into a double dose of Axe like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And what can you say about Axe, a former LJN figure once upon a time, a big rubber guy figure coming very soon, and now a double dose from Latoonie as well. And Latoonie making a lot of different Demolition figures, including a Smash to go along with these. I will have to pick that one up. You can't just have Axe by himself unless you're LJN back in the day. Of course, that was one of the big errors on the LJN part. And it's interesting to get Axe here all these years later. Now, I've taken Mattel to task with their LJNs, with their Hulk Hogan, King Kong Bundy, Ultimate Warrior, for instance, making figures that once were out there, just like this Axe figure, looking just like the old LJN figure. I understand why they're trying to do it, but for me personally, this is my personal opinion once again, I'm not a fan of it. Let's put it in a different position. And I took Mattel to task for that. I'm taking Latoonie to task for that because I want something different out of an Axe. And even back when I was a little kid playing with the LJNs, I was not over the moon about this positioning of Axe as far as an action figure went. It went well for Jesse the Body Ventura. That made sense. Axe, it doesn't. Axe should be like hammering somebody, maybe a double axe handle, some kind of different position. And I think Latoonie had a possibility and opportunity here to improve on the old school Axe figure. It is what it is though at this point, unfortunately, and they're going to get the most out of their molds, and we see that with Smash around the corner. Now the big rubber guys, we're going to unbox those here in the next couple of weeks. Those do have different positions, and we will compare those when those do come in the future as well. But we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And we've unboxed a few Latoonie figures, and I got to say, I would put Latoonie up there feeling like the most LJN of the bunch. I do feel they feel a little bit more LJN-like than the big rubber guys, and I would say they're even a little, maybe even a little closer than the Mattel LJNs. I mean, dangerously close. All in all, though, I like all three styles. I'm not too worked up about it. At the end of the day, they're basically statues. They're going to sit on my shelf, so I don't get too worked up about the semantics of all that kind of stuff here. But now we're going to dive into it, and I guess, I don't know if it's a regular Chase edition. You buy them on their website just the same, but we're going to go the old school one. No, we're going to go this. We're going to go this. We'll work our way to that one here. Blue is regular, black is Chase. That's what we're doing in our brain here today. Big carding on this. I don't hate the carding on here. Very LJN inspired, as you can imagine, and a lot thicker cardboard, a lot thicker backing than the current LJNs, and a totally different packaging way of going to market than the big rubber guys as well. So I like what they're doing here. I don't have any issues with this packaging. Wrestling Giant series up there. 18 and up, you 17-year-olds, you cannot handle this Axe, let me tell you. You do got the cartoon background, Latoonie, Demolition Axe sticker down here. Free Demolition poster inside, just like the old days as well. And then you got LJN style Axe right there doing his thing on the side. And man, it was so disappointing as a little kid when we just had Axe. It was just, where is Smash? And you know we would have got him in the future, but man, oh man, very disappointing. Had to partner him up as a little kid with Warlord, just had to play pretend is what you had to do. On the back, there's old Axe striking a pose. Demolition, Latoonie, UPC down in the corner. Is what it is. It's truly Latoonie, but how do I get this out of the package? There we go. Very tight on the packaging. Not too bad. Not too bad as far as packaging goes on this. Like what I see. There we go. There's Axe. Yikes. Watch out. See you later. Goodbye. Big hard card. This is very thick on here. Bam. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Then we get the poster holder. See you later. Goodbye. And then we get the poster. Now, I'm not over the moon by the poster. Now, when I was a little kid, I loved the posters. I'd flatten them out with some books for a couple of days, and I put them all on my wall. Man, I regret that, but I guess I enjoyed it at the time. But we do get the Latoonie Axe poster here with the blue background. Ready to go, ready to take on all comers is one Axe, but just missing Smash, which should be here sooner rather than later. But now let's dive into Axe right here. Here comes the Axe, here comes the Smasher. No Smasher yet, but we got Axe out of the package. Looks a little strange with the smiling face on Axe, I've got to say there. I do like the face paint, very classic Axe face paint. I think when I close my eyes, I think of the silver and red first. Maybe that's just me. Got the slick back black hair. He got 2 ears, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. But he's got very excited eyes, and then he's got a smile on his face, which takes away the Axe-ness of him here. And one accessory that's missing is we do not get a mask. Now, we didn't get a mask once upon a time, so I guess we don't get it here either. Would have been a nice attention to detail, a little extra pizzazz. Would have been nice to have a mask with this one. Not the case here, not the case, unfortunately. Getting down into the outfit here, looking like Rob Halford with this vest with all the studs and spikes on it, the forearm guards with the spikes on it as well. Got the strapping on the inside here. Very pale skin tone. You imagine a guy like Demolition Axe not hanging around the pool. You know, he's doing demolition things in a dungeon somewhere, probably. What? Oh my gosh, Todd McFarlane doing other things in a different kind of dungeon? Maybe with this outfit on, who knows? Black knee pads, black boots, got the studs on the boots as well. Don't need to tell everybody, but I'm going to say it. No articulation on this, as you can imagine. Fist of Fury, and he's got the old school classic Axe pose there, doing that pose. I will say I do have a little paint loss on the back, and that was because, just like LJNs of old, sticking to the back of the package and kind of comes off with that. We've seen that many a times in many different toy lines, and always a little unsightly, but it is what it is. But it definitely looks like Axe. It's just too happy for Axe. I don't remember Axe ever being this happy. I don't remember him being that happy, but he's got a smile on his face. He's just happy to be here. Happy to be at the review table here today is Axe. Now we're going to do it black card style here. And this one, basically a re-release style of the classic one back in the LJN days. Now you got the black card here. I do appreciate the blue and black card differences. I think that's a fun way to go. Demolition Axe, Latoonie Demolition Wrestling Superstars. 18 and up once again. I guess that makes sense with your theory on the dungeon, Todd McFarlane. You got to be 18 and up to go down to that dungeon, I think. I'd recommend it 21 and up personally, but you never know. You never know. On the back, same kind of thing going on once again in the black. Latoonie Demolition UPC. Got him ready to go, ready to party there. But let's get him off of the card. There we go. Come on. Very tight, though. I appreciate a tight card, but I'm going to get him out. There we go. Axe ready to party. No sticker or any residue off the back on that one. Throwing things around. See you later. See you later. See you later. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Rubber band action here once again. And we get the same poster. Basically, it's the back of the packaging once again, but this time in black. It's Axe. He's back in black like a young Angus Young is what he is. We got the poster there, and now we're diving into Axe again, this time in the red face paint. I remember even as a kid, it was like, why is he in this red face paint? I don't really remember him wearing that much. It was more of this style of face paint is what we remembered Axe from, but a moment in time, if there ever was one. A lot going on, a lot of similarities here, but some differences as well. Face paint is different on this one. Obviously, it's all red with a little bit of black, but the face is also different. So he still does got those coked up eyes. He's ready to go, but he's got the open mouth. He's got a little teeth showing, got the tongue showing. It's funny, unless you're really looking for the tongue, it kind of just blends in with the face paint there, but 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Playing those Axe hits and very reminiscent of his original LJN, which we're going to compare here in a little bit. But looking good here. But besides that, same exact pose, same exact body, knee pads, black boots, denim, maybe leather. Denim and leather, Saxon, Biff Byford, maybe. But he's got all the studs on it here and all the black leather. Looks just like Axe, and this is Very much reminding me of my childhood here. This is the one we wanted as a kid. Maybe this isn't the pose we wanted, but this is the Demolition color scheme I wanted as a kid personally. So I like that we get that here. I do just wish that we got a different body style for this because, like I've said before, we got the axe from Once Upon a Time ready to go. I mean, very cool. It is what it is, but I guess if you couldn't get the LJN Once Upon a Time, this is your way to get it. But I feel like if you really wanted the LJN, you'd go back and get the LJN. I would have liked to seen improvements on the LJN. And this goes for Mattel. This goes for any of them. Big rubber guys even. I want to see different poses. We've been there before. If people want an axe, they'll buy an axe. But they're going to be fine with a different position, I think. I don't know. That's me. That's me once again. Very controversial here at the table, as we know. But I do like that we got two different versions here. So if you did want to go back in time and feel like you're getting the old one, you had that option, but you also had an option of the preferred face paint is what I'm going to say. Just would have been nice for new posing. I'm a broken record. I do got the Macho Man here too, so you can see the Latoonie Macho Man, so the comparison there. I say it before, I mean, I've said it in this video, but man, these really do feel a lot like the LJNs to me. And so far the figures have been pretty good. I just wish the poses were a little bit different. But besides that, looking very nice. And I'm a Demolition guy, so I'm buying any Demolition action figures that come out. I've been a Demolition fan since I was a little kid, going into the LJN, Hasbro days, Jakks Classic Superstars days, and all points in between over these last couple of months this year and into early next year. With all these Demolition figures, you know we're going to get Ultimate Edition Demolition next year. Has to happen, doesn't it? Wouldn't be shocked to see Legend Editions of Demolitions from Mattel. We're going to have a lot of Demolition, and honestly, thinking about it, I could easily see Mattel giving us Demolition figures sometime in the future. Maybe not 2026, but maybe 2027 or beyond. Could also see them back out in the retro line from Mattel, the Hasbro inspired. So if you're a Demolition fan, man, oh man, you're eating good in the neighborhood like Applebee's. No doubt about it. But there it is, Axe. I guess we'll await Smash. Got to get the Smash to go with the Axe. You know how it goes. You got to complete that tag team, and we'll do that in the future. But what's your thoughts on these Latoonies? You picking these up, or did you go the big rubber guy route, or are you waiting for the Mattel route, or maybe you don't like Demolition at all, so it's a pass, or you said, hey, I want the LJN, I'm saving up for that. Let me know your Demolition thoughts in the comments down below. You made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. Check out Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Check out my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday where podcasts are found. You can also hit me up at TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. So for Demolition X Latoonie, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?